And right now at 6, it's the second day of Ohio's Nonviolence Week, and there were some events across the Mahoning Valley.
It started in 2010, but this year there's a slight change. 27 First News Weekend anchor Katie Wilson is live in Youngstown to explain.
Well, when you think of violence, you think of shootings or stabbings, but domestic violence happens too, and that's why it's now part of Nonviolence Week.
And let's pray.
At First Presbyterian Church in Youngstown, people bowed their heads in prayer.
So when you go to school, tell them that you fell off of your bike.
Listen to survivors of domestic violence.
We arrest hundreds of people a year on those violations.
Then heard from law enforcement. It's part of Nonviolence Week, which domestic violence victims will remind you isn't just about crimes like murder.
It's not just people shooting each other. It's not just people fighting in the streets. It's people inside of their homes that feel like caged animals because they're being beaten every day.
Sojourner House, the creator of Nonviolence Week, agrees. That's why what used to be a separate cause is now part of Nonviolence Week.
Usually we have our vigil the first of the month, but we wanted to be a part because in the end, violence is violence. And so as many messages as we can get out about the different types of violence and the resources, we want to do that.
The initiative started in 2010, and it's making a difference, just not in the way you might think. Here's a look at the number of violent crimes in Austintown, Warren, and Youngstown. They haven't fallen all that much, but law enforcement says they have seen a change.
I've definitely seen more victims come forward. They seem more willing to cooperate with the police. And there's a lot of services in place that help these individuals stay away from their abuser.
Nonviolence Week events will continue through Saturday, but supporters are hoping the initiative will go further.
This is an ongoing process to help. This is ongoing. This doesn't stop.
Advocates of violence victims say together, they never will. Like you just heard, nonviolence events will continue throughout this entire week. You can find anything from civil rights lectures to art contests. Live in Youngstown, Katie Wilson, WKBN 27 First News.
And we have a link to all Ohio Nonviolence Week activities in our area on our website. You can find those by logging on to WKBN.com.